Hello, hello. A new
Hey,
introduction. So I have Marilyn from Little Homestead by the Beach here with me tonight.
hi.
I see Lynn from Bucket List Homestead is here. Carpenter Self Reliance. Marilyn. Tracy is here as well from T Hen 141 Homestead. Melissa from Little House in the Big Woods. I think that's it for now. New intro is great. Thank you very much. It's still a work in progress. I wanted to have at least something done for tonight because I did promise for the 99 cents a month that you were going to get a shout out. So you had it. I'm going to try to do that every live stream so it's at least once a week unless I decide to skip a week or two. Summer might be a little bit busier and I don't want to stay home having to do a live stream if it's wonderful outside and the kids want to go to the beach, for example. So, hi, Marilyn.
Island.
Little House in the Big Woods. Melissa. Serge is here as well. Hello, Serge. I will see you tomorrow morning. Carpenter Self Reliance. I keep forgetting your first name. Carpenter Self Reliance. I don't know why. There are some faces I remember. I struggle with yours for some reason. Um, So we got back from the conference. I don't know how it was with you. We had a chance to talk a little bit, like by chat, but I know you made a few videos about your food forest. So I'm guessing that this is something that you worked on a little bit.
Yeah.
So just how much did the conference bring you be like far behind? Were you know behind in your chores or
Well,
right?
I was already behind, and the conference, yeah, bring me. I was supposed to plant seeds the weekend of the conference, and well, I didn't. And the next weekend, I think I transplant. Yeah, I transplanted my tomatoes, and I didn't have any soil left, so I couldn't plant the seeds again. So I just planted them like few days ago. I'm pretty late.
Yeah, I feel like I left for like 6 days, and I
Yeah.
got back home, and it was like, oh my god, I'm like 3 weeks behind. It's just that, like even sales was telling me, like don't do too much, don't get overwhelmed, don't like he doesn't want me to have like a mental breakdown or something, but it's just this time of year, that specific time because the fiddleheads were out. My animals are coming. It was time to move the barn. It's time to get the garden ready. And all this has to be done in a specific timeline
Mm-hmm.
because today, if I go, there's no more fiddleheads. If I didn't blanch them last week, they probably I would have had to throw them away. If the garden is not ready, I can't plant this weekend. And there is some stuff that I need to plant now. Like I should have planted it even a few days ago, like lettuce, kale, spinach, things like that. They need to be planted as soon as possible. As soon as the soil is, you can play with
Yeah.
the soil a little bit. You can plant your stuff. The barn needed to go because I had a rooster that I was about to put in the freezer because he was crowing very, very early in the morning. My girlfriend was about to kick me out with the rooster, so it had to go. Um, the thing is, I didn't want to get rid of him because he was the last one I had. I had a batch of barred rocks last year.
Mm-hmm.
I ended up with 6 roosters and only 4 hens. So I wanted to try as much as possible to keep at least one rooster so that I can get them reproduced again. So, there's always one crowing and the other ones fall in line and they listen. And
Yeah.
there's always the king that he eats more than the others and he crows a little bit more. So I had to put them in the freezer, and then another one started a few weeks later, and then put him in the freezer, and so on. So about 2 weeks ago, that guy started crowing, and yeah, I was counting the days until he could leave. He's not gone yet, but I was able to put them somewhere else, and I have the place to put them at Sel's property. I just have to go this weekend and get everything set up. So he's not waking me up anymore in the morning, um, and I have a place that I know I can put him if someone from the village comes over and trying to
So
cause trouble.
so will you separate your Chanticleer you got at the conference and your old hens and rooster?
Yeah, my plan is to have. I want to have the Rhode Island Reds. I would love to have Buff Orpingtons, the Chanticleer, the Bart Rocks. So I would have at least three, but maybe four of those species that I would all keep separated.
Okay.
Have them, breed. Give me some fertilized eggs. Put them in the incubator. Maybe have them do their own things. Um, Keep the roosters for the freezer and keep the hens for the eggs. So I would always have a rotation in my chickens. So that's the plan. That's the goal I had all along, because all those breeds are uh, dual purpose breeds.
Okay.
So I can eat them as meat chickens, and I can get the eggs, and they lay pretty well as well. I have been so stressed the last few days because I haven't been able to plant the majority of my plants. You still have time, Lynn. It's just that the opening window is getting shorter. But if you have a longer season than us, I mean, there's no doubt that you can still plant your stuff. It might get a little bit warmer in the summer, though, for you. I don't know about that, but if anyone complains, tell them the evil rooster will eat them. Yeah, I can just open the door and let him do his thing. The eggs in the incubator, I literally just before I went live, removed the turner, so they're due in 4 days, I think, 4 or 5 days. So I wanted to see if I could get it out of there, and if it can keep the heat
I'll be back.
in the. Uh, oh, okay. She said she'll be back. Um, Cross our being with groundhogs. Yeah, you're struggling with the groundhogs. Still didn't manage to get them right. That's too bad. It's just me worrying. I will feel better after this weekend. I was I was hoping to do a little bit of planting last night, before I went live with the roundtable with the boys. It's been raining here for the last 2 days. It's raining again. It's going to be very heavy rain tonight. So I figured I was going to wait, at least until tomorrow. It's supposed to be beautiful on Sunday. Tomorrow it's going to rain, but not as much. I just didn't want to plant the seeds and have them washed away by the heavy rain. But yeah, I'm hoping to start planting tomorrow. I have those with the tape ones, radishes and carrots. So these can go in the ground now, and there's less chance that the seeds get out of the way. You know what I mean? I'm hoping to transfer some squash, melons, and cukes. um, I have a few squash started, a spaghetti squash, and um, you're still on mute. Okay. Yeah, I have a few squash planted already inside. I'm hoping to put them out maybe in another week or two. I'm not in a rush. They're not too big. I'm gonna do what Wilderstead did, which what they did is they put all the squash, pumpkins, and all of those plants on the edges. So I'm hoping to keep the weeds away a little bit more, because last year, after everything that happened, I kind of lost hope with the whole homesteading thing, and I kind of let my garden go. So I don't want that to happen again this year. I want to stay on top of it, the weeds and all the bad stuff. So by doing that, I'm hoping that I will have the middle of the garden a little bit better for my cucumbers and other vegetables that require, um, you know, a lot more, maybe not attention, but more ground and deeper root system.
Yeah, I did that with my squash too last year in my food forest. I planted on the border, and
It worked.
and I planted nasturtium with them, so it was really filling the space. There was no light on the ground, so it was great.
Nice. If my children would behave, that'd be great. Then maybe I could make a video. Chipmunk God in my greenhouse. Oh, that's not fun.
Yeah, Melissa, you said you needed help for what? For your chipmunk?
I just about heat. Have a great weekend, Hall. Thank you very much for dropping by. June Chu's off grid homestead. My crooknet had a ton of flowers in the yard and the ground yet. Well, that's a good problem to have because once you put them out, they'll probably start producing. Maybe not right away, but pretty fast. I mean, they'll have the shock from being transplanted, but then like within maybe 2 3 weeks, they'll start producing. Hello, Darren. Yeah, the gods have been smiling on us. I was able to sleep a little bit earlier. Um, I was just sitting here waiting for my song to upload on my video, and then I opened my eyes. It'd been like an hour later. I just fell asleep right here in my chair. That's how bad I was. How tired I was. I will try that too with my squash too and nasturtiums too. So I guess it's supposed to work. I'm gonna try it for the first time as well. Thing is, last year I planted my cucumbers on the edges, and it's easier for the weeds to take over. And I didn't have one single cucumber last year. And the previous year was like I had so many that I made ice cubes with them, and I ate one per day as a snack at work. So I really need to have more this year, and I'm hoping that by putting them in the middle of my garden, it will help. So, Marilyn, anything new on your end? Anything interesting going on right now in your homestead?
I got new trees last week and this week. I got raspberries this week. And anything new? Well, the rabbits are acting up again. That's not new. Uh, it's been raining for 2 days now. It's supposed to rain again tomorrow. Sunny Sunday. So I'll plant probably Sunday. And that's about it. Well, there's no more snow. That's new. That's new.
That's a big plus. That's a big plus.
At the conference, when we were at the conference, there was still snow here. So now there's no more
And
snow.
that's 3 weeks ago already. That's
Mhm.
crazy. Like I came back from my adrenaline, I guess. I'm back home. I started to settle down a little bit. I'm starting to miss everyone there. Like I just can't wait until next year to start over again to do the same thing. I had some I purchased some cherry trees, two
Mhm.
cherry trees. For those who follow me more religiously, you probably saw my videos. I got 3 plum trees, 2 more apple trees, ascaps. I also purchased it's a kiwi bush, and you're supposed to have the male and the females. I
Yeah.
had found the males at Canadian Tire, and they were not that expensive, but for some reason they didn't get the females. So I went at the local nursery, and they had both of them together in the same plant, and they were not more expensive than they would have been like for buying two at Canadian Tire. So I bought them,
Are
and I
they
also have.
Izai, something like that?
I would have to check. I'm not sure. That would make sense. It rings a bell. I also have 2 more grape trees, and I need to transplant them. Thing is, I've had some friends of mine that had grapes growing like all over their house, and to keep trimming the trees and giving me the branches. And I guess you're supposed to be able to put them in the soil, and they're supposed to grow, but they never did for me. I tried putting them in the water, tried to root them. I tried planting them straight in the soil. It's not working, and apparently everybody else has success with them. So I don't know if it's my soil that's not good for grapes.
I don't
Um,
know.
I purchased 2 last year from the store, planted them. I'm hoping that they will pick up. I don't know yet. They were still alive last year in the fall, but it's just a matter of knowing if they were able to survive the winter. So I'm hoping they did, and I'm gonna be able to plant the 2 other ones that I bought not too far from them.
Yeah,
Sorry.
and the grapes are kind of the last one to pop out in the spring, so it's looked dead for a long time.
Yeah,
Mine are just beginning to start.
look alive. Yeah.
What this tastes small. I mean, I have a little wine, but no flowers yet. I'm not sure I will have grapes one day. So.
A buddy of mine keeps telling me that he's alone. Like I don't. It's not alone. He has kids, but the kids don't drink the grape juice. But from the one tree he has, he's able to preserve grape juice for the whole year. Trying to plant abundance to help with weeds. Yeah, I
Hmm.
guess that's a trick. I wanted to trellis my cucumbers as well last year. I have trellis set up right there. The plant just didn't come up. I could see little sprouts. They got about this big, and then the weeds just took over, and the sprouts died. Acting up again. Last year, my cues got eaten by something, so I didn't even get any seeds from them. Oh, that's not fun. Do you have any squirrels or maybe birds eat the sprouts? I don't know. Did you enjoy your week off, Marilyn?
Yeah.
In the
How
garden
can
all
I
week?
not enjoy a week off?
Yeah, I saw your post in the chat today there, and I feel the same.
Mm,
Last frost date for us is Sunday, but like everyone keeps saying that you had to make sure you go until the second week of June. But like, I can't wait. I have to start now. Like I'm gonna wait with tomatoes and peppers because I
yeah,
know those
for
require
sure.
a lot more heat. I'm gonna wait with my cucumbers as well. But cucumbers, I'm probably gonna start next week, next weekend. First week of June, I should be okay before they sprout. Even if there's one or two frost, should be all right if they're still on the ground and no snow. Hello, Slava, Kitchen Garden Therapy. Thank you very much for being here. Annie's here as well. Back to Basics Homestead. Thanks a lot for being here. Are the kids in bed, Annie?
Hmm.
I say kiwi. Okay.
You had your pizza, Annie?
Yeah, was it pizza night?
Fr- Friday is always pizza night.
Everyone saying hello. Kids wanted me to make in the lion jam. Didn't come out. Chipmunks. Yeah. If you don't, I know it's not fun to kill an animal that you're not going to eat, but at some point, um, you have to protect your stuff. So you might have to put a few traps around. Nice
Yeah.
koozie, by the way. Turned out great. From what I could see on the videos, it looked pretty good. And I want to try the syrup as well. Dandelions are not even up here yet.
They're
I
just
can
beginning
see the
here.
plants, but I don't see the flowers. I have to try some. Made some syrup too. Dandelion jelly is delicious. I bought those little I don't know if they're crackers or dehydrated bread or whatever it is. It looks like slice of bread, but very very crispy. I put my jelly on that, and it's so good. I read that. I'm not sure what. Okay, she was probably talking to someone else. We have tomatoes and peppers in the greenhouse going already. Yeah, you have a greenhouse that keeps the heat pretty well, so probably does a job. They are in bed, not sleeping. I'm lucky tonight. Well, lucky. It depends the way you see it. I mean, my kids are not too. They don't have much energy at this time of the week, this time of night. But Alexa is having one of her graduation event. Um, we call it accident sans accident, so it's like graduates without accident, whatever we want to translate it to. It's basically back in the days for us anyway. It used to be an all nighter. All nighter, we would play like games, bowling, go see a movie, go to the pool, stuff like that. Now it's until 2 a.m. So my girlfriend has to go pick her up at 2 a.m. Uh, I think Anthony is still in his bedroom. I never hear him. He's playing his video games. Claudie is on a birthday party with a few friends. She has a sleepover. She's almost 12 now, so the sleepovers are going to start. My son Lucas was gone with his friend uh, to his friend's family somewhere. They're playing guitar, like they have a band and they play in the bars around. So they were, I guess, playing music somewhere, not in a bar. I mean, he's too young, but you know. So my girlfriend is upstairs with Miley, and Anthony's in his bedroom, and that's why you probably don't hear as much boom, 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 going up and down the stairs. Pizza and a movie. What movie did you watch, Annie? Pizza here too. My tomatoes are blossoming quite well in the greenhouse. Hello, Patrick. Welcome to the chat. Almost tastes like honey. Nice. I will definitely have to try that. Planted paste tomatoes in the tunnel.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yes, I found it tastes like honey a bit. Yeah, that's exactly the way I would describe it too. And this week, I tried asparagus for the first time. I love the taste. It might have been the way that it was cooked. I just don't like when I have to chew on something for too long. But I will definitely grow some in the future, hopefully, if I can make it. And for those of you wondering, fiddleheads, they have a taste similar to asparagus, maybe mixed with. Well, I read baby spinach mixed with asparagus, so that would kind of make sense. Uh, Crabs with the kids love the dandelion syrup with it. I really have to try. Hello, Dave Knight. Welcome to the chat. Your celeries are still kicking. They're still going strong. I am about a week away, maybe, or 2 weeks away from planting them outside. Do they need a lot of heat, celeries, or are they frost resistant?
I know as an adult plant, they are very frost resistant. As a seedling, I'm not sure. Uh,
They're they're about that big now.
yeah, they should be good.
Yeah, that's about it, Darren. Check. There's something wrong with the StreamYard. Annie noticed that the other day, and every time I watch a live stream with StreamYard, you try to go down and it goes way down and goes way back up, and the chat goes up and down by itself. Love and Monsters is what I watch. Hmm, never watched it. Asparagus. We finally had a chance to eat the strawberry rhubarb crisp I made yesterday, and oh my gosh, it turned out so good. You cannot do that, Lynn. You can't. We still have a year before you can make us taste that. You're gonna have to bring some to the conference next year
Well, Remy, it's your turn now.
to bring stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I will. Something other than just this. Well, I heard Darren had a pretty good meal. Him and Brigitte. 50 crown of asparagus to plant. Nice. I planted my celery this week. So if you
It's
only
a good
planted your
beginning.
celery this week, I have about 2 more weeks to go. Planted this week. That's a lot of smelly pea. Strawberry rhubarb crisp. That must be delicious. Um, yeah, I'm gonna show my shirt because I won the karaoke shed wash challenge. I won a shirt that John from Willigrow sent me that says karaoke challenge winner, and then Danny from Cajun Hydroponics was another one of the organizers, and he sent me his personal shirt. I also have Lynn's canning mat here. I love it. I purchased a bunch of stuff. I have a new laptop, and like it's kind of weird to say, but the only purpose for the laptop is so that I can actually do some video editing on my breaks at work because I can't bring my computer. So I purchased a laptop that would allow me to do that on my breaks because lately it's just too much. There's too much to do and not enough time to do it all.
You will edit in a 15-minute break?
Well, it's 15 minutes, but we always go about 20. So if we take two breaks of 15, 20 minutes, that's 40 minutes at the end of the day. And I can eat, fast and still have another 15 minutes there. In 45 minutes, I can definitely do a video. 15, 20 minutes, depending on how well the filming went. Because sometimes if I know exactly what I'm going to show, exactly how to do it, I click record, I do what I have to do, I click stop, and I don't even have any editing to do. It
You're
always
good.
depends on, well, not not better than anyone else. It's just that I more experienced maybe. It always depends on what you're filming. Like if I'm filming, a fishing trip, it's not going to work because I don't know when I'm going to catch a fish. But if I go out in the garden and I want to show how to plant radishes, for example, I'll put the tripod on, I'll get ready, press the record button, do what I have to do, and then press stop. And there's only like 2 seconds at the beginning and at the end that I have to cut.
Mhm.
So it goes pretty fast. Which meal? The one that I brought you. Don't tell Chris with all my squash gotten by a mouse. Oh no. Oh, I have a lot of rodents issue here as well. I'm hoping that that doesn't happen because I'm gonna be very, very angry. My girlfriend doesn't want to have a cat, but if I start losing my veggies to mouse or rats or whatever, I'm gonna get a cat. I don't care what she says. Thank you, thank you. It has the fleur de lis. I think we all the rhubarb next year. It doesn't take too long. Rhubarb. I think I started harvesting rhubarb on the first spring after I planted them. Oh, my girlfriend's texting me.
Depending if you start them from seeds or not.
My girlfriend is watching.
Mhm.
Oh no, you won't. No cats. Okay then. Okay. Well, honey, you might have to go out and put a bunch of traps everywhere. You're the king of celery.
Yeah.
Yes, because I started some from seeds and nothing came out. Yeah, that's not fun. I have to pick up my rhubarb. Do you cut it or break it off the crown?
Got it
I think you're
normally.
supposed to break it for some reason. I heard that the fact that you're actually shaking it is kind of telling the plant that something's about to happen, and it sends a message to the stems. And once it's broken, it realizes that it needs to send more life in the stems and start growing more stems. I don't know if it makes sense or not. It's just something I read. If you cut it, you
I
don't
don't
make the vibration on the plant, and it won't even realize that there's something gone. That's what I read. Don't kill the messenger. I read that cayenne pepper water spray mixture could help with mouse. Check it out. Good to know. I pull to the side, if that makes sense. Yeah, I guess if you shake the plant a little bit. Uh, I can't remember all the ingredients. Oh yes, it was so yummy. Cool. And you only had the one meal yet, so you still have um, Hamburg and the roast because you guys had the steaks. So you still have a few more lunch to come. There's you chronic seeds. Yeah, I would send you, but by the time they get there, it's gonna be too late. No cat for you or me. Yeah, my girlfriend was not happy about the cat idea. We said if we have issues this winter with freaking mice, we are finally getting a cat. I kept saying the same thing, and we're invaded with mice. So I don't know. Um, it seems that every time I think they're finally gone or we got them all, I found another one in one of my traps, or the kids see one in the garage, or it's like there's always something. Uh, we moved the barn, by the way. The barn is gone on Sel's property, and when we lifted up, there was like four or
Mm.
five. They were pretty big. They're almost rats. Like I mean, and they died. They got crushed by the beams and all that. So it's kind of happy that they're I don't want any animals to suffer, but at some point. Hello, Michael. Welcome to
Hey,
the chat.
Michael.
I saw on a video this week, I think, my Emma Gardener, if you want lots of tomatoes to gently shake the plants as they are growing. That would make sense. I guess it would be the same idea as the rhubarb. By shaking it a little bit, it's telling the plants that something's about to happen and they need to send, more energy up. I don't know if that would make sense or not. Like, uh, another big weekend. Gotta grab our pigs tomorrow. Nice. I'm hoping to have pigs this year. It might be a little. Sel's telling me stop saying self property. It's your new spot. Okay, my new spot. Uh, I'm hoping to have pigs, but it all depends on how quick we can set up there. I have the fencing here, but they're all the T posts are very very hard to remove. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that quick enough to be able to order the pigs. I have a friend of mine that told me that you could probably have pigs um, a little bit bigger, a little bit more expensive, but you could have them pretty much all summer long. So I guess we'll have to see. I love my cats until I am editing and recording and trying to do anything with two hands. Yeah, they can be buggy a little bit, and they can appear in the camera behind Marilyn as well.
Cuckoo.
They are so funny when little the pigs. It's funny. Pigs are a very smart animal. If you give them like I gave them an old soccer ball, and they play with the ball, like they play together and they push down.
You
It's funny.
didn't have problems last year, Darren, with your little pigs?
We
They
had a
were
problem
small
last
and were going through the fence.
year. Tomato plant flower as the male and female. By shaking it, you have a good chance to have fruit set. New spot looks great. Yeah, it is. Did the video come out today? There was a video today or yesterday. I don't remember. I have so many videos coming out. Um,
I
Not that I
didn't
have many
hear
videos
your
coming out.
video.
It's not what I mean. It's just that you know I put them out whenever I can, and this week has been like I didn't sleep much. Let's just put it this way. It's been going to bed around 12:30, 1 a.m. every night, waking up around 5, 4:30, 5 a.m. Uh, the rooster is changed. He's been moved, so we can now sleep in the morning. But I'm up at 6:30 anyway.
Mm.
Don't usually name our pigs. Once we get some heritage pigs to breed, then probably. I always name them like Kevin and Bacon, or Pork Chop or something like that. No, I did not get your giveaway prize yet. You're in the state. For some reason, I thought you were in Canada, and I guess you're in the states.
Hmm.
So it might be stuck in the borders a little bit longer than usual. So I will let you know though. As soon as I get it, I will let you know. This will spend a lot of time fixing the fence issues this week. Right on. Yep, I
Yeah.
did, and I even shared his channel as well. He was monetized for a while before everything went up to 1,000 subscribers. I guess he had the views and he had everything going, and he kind of stopped. And I'm trying to push him to start over again. He doesn't do much editing, but he has good stuff going on. He has interesting stuff going on. So I want him to start again. I'm the guy that can help him, like show him how things work and maybe get some even better videos out there. So it takes forever. Yeah, that it is an issue when you're trying to cross stuff across the border. Hello, Henji. Thank
Angie.
you very much for being here. And if Mike is there, hello, Mike. Everyone saying hi to one another. So, what's the plan for the weekend besides resting?
Oh, I need to do that. Yeah. Uh, I don't know. It's raining, so
Yeah,
uh, if it's not raining, we have to continue the rabbit pen, outside pen, and we have to eat our first asparagus of the year from our
nice.
garden, and as usual, probably plant some things in the garden, onions or things like that. Maybe celery, maybe. How about
Yeah,
you?
about the 2K, it's kind of weird. I was just telling Marilyn like 3, 4 days ago that I've been stuck at 1915 since the conference. For like 3 weeks, I was stuck at 1915. I even lost a subscriber. I was at 1914. Suddenly, boom! It's like going up like crazy. I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but uh, weekends. What is that? Yeah, it seems we never stop, right? I have to get I started to build something last year. The video came out just after I had the bad news, but it was filmed the day before. I wanted to make a chicken tractor. I have the frame and everything. I have some metal sheets on top to stop the rain and the wind. But I was thinking about turning that into a rabbit tractor.
Mm-hmm.
Now, just need to put the little fencing on the edges, on the sides, to make sure the rabbits don't come out. I was thinking about um, maybe not necessarily putting something in the bottom for now, because I will put them back in their hutch at night. But they are turning 8 weeks on Monday, so I need to remove them from their moms. If I could have 4 weeks of them in the rabbit tractor, maybe eating the grass, getting a little bit fatter, they'd be maybe a little bit bigger by the time it comes to butcher them. And I want to do that at 12 weeks, even if they are a little bit smaller, because the last time we had some, we butchered them a little bit too late, and the meat was not as good. Yeah, so close. It's spring on the homestead. Rest is for the winter. Yeah, but I would just like to have one good night of sleep, just one if I could. Fernand, hello, hello. Thank you very much for being here. Uh, Sel's mom, nice.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you. Our list. Yeah, we started looking at what we have to do, and right now I have the rabbit that I purchased from Hickorycroft, Chris and Steph, is he's in a cage, and to make sure that the manure and all that would actually fall down and not stay stuck to the cage, I have it on top of my chicken brooder.
Mm-hmm.
So I will have to find a place for the rabbit, clean the brooder, put some wood shavings in there, and have it ready for the little chicks, because they're gonna come out, in the next in less than a week for sure. So I have to get that ready as well. Saying hi. It's all about the shorts, Rams. That's why you do short videos, Patrick. Thumbs up. Yes, don't forget the thumbs up. It does help the channel a lot. I have been stuck for months with same amount of subs, and I lose them three every Friday.
Same.
It's weird how it goes, and then the next day you might have them back. Like I don't know. I don't know if it's just uh, YouTube Studio and TubeBuddy that are not, you know, synchronized. Sorry, but I don't know. There's something weird going on. I have been bouncing between 434 and 435 for almost a week, back and forth.
Mm,
It happens, and then suddenly you can just wake up and realize that, boom, it starts going up. I am also at a plateau since I hit 510, but it's part of the process. Aren't you around 570, Annie? You're over 550 now, right? On my hand, I'm more worried about giving good content than anything else. Yeah, you just go out there and show your stuff. People watch me. You guys are all here watching me. So, I mean, you will find someone that likes your stuff. You will find someone that will either find you funny, find you interesting, like your accent, like your face, like your eyes, like the way you move, like the way you talk, like what the things you're doing. Uh,
like the way
someone
you
just,
don't talk.
yeah, like if you don't talk, take that because you have a few videos lately where you don't talk as much.
Yeah, next
But
one is no talking. No talking at all.
um, I don't know. It's kind of it all depends on the crowd, and even like we have the community, we're all following each other, we're all helping each other out. But Angie's, me and you Acres probably have, I think they were close to 1,800 right now. And out of those 1,800, there's probably 1,700 that don't follow me and Hickory Croft. They have their specific crowd. And same for me. Some people that follow me follow everyone, but some of them follow me and they follow me alone. And it's just because they like the way that I am. They like the stuff that I share. They like the stuff that I do. Uh, Same for you. If people start following you, I see people commenting on your stuff that I'm like, okay, they're new people because they're not following me. So they're coming from somewhere. They're finding your channel and they like what they're seeing because they're subscribing and watching and commenting, and that's a good thing. It means that what you're doing is something that those kind of people like, because there are people out there that likes the stuff we do. Yes, I am finding that as well. Yeah, it's going up and down all the time. Content will come, yes, and you're off grid. I keep telling everyone that's off grid, make it. Uh, I don't like to say make it a focus because you want to show some other stuff as well.
Be vocal
But
about it.
yeah, don't hesitate to brag about the fact that you're off grid. Put it in your titles, put it in your hashtags, um, in your introduction, whatever. Just people need to know that what you're doing it in a specific way because you are actually off grid. I agree. Sometimes I feel like I'm just putting same as
Ah,
everyone.
we all do.
Yep, I can just picture one guy out there with commitment shoes. Are you talking about whoever's following you, Tracy? Having commitment issues? The studio on your mobile and on your computer are not. Yeah, and that's weird because you have different numbers on YouTube. Well, right now my YouTube is showing as 1.96. So it could be 1960, 1967. There could be a range of 9 subscribers difference. If I go on YouTube Studio and on TubeBuddy, it could be two different numbers as well. So it's weird to to know. Went to your channel, Remy, for membership, and it's not showing. It's usually right beside the button where you would subscribe. You have the subscribe button and little notification bell, and you have the join right there. Um, I don't think there's any specific link for that. 581. Well, you're going up. Uh, I remember not too long ago you were wondering if you were going to get to 500 because you wanted to have the community tab, and you made it. And sometimes, you'll get some more uh, times where you're going to go way, way higher, way faster. Sometimes it slows down. um,
And you got it.
yep, Angie's in as a member. I will have to go and change my introduction video.
We'll have to send him your logo, Angie, your new logo.
Yes, yes. Um, Once we're done, if you have no rush, I'm only going lives on Fridays. But if you have time and if you want to, I do a shout out to my members. So you can send me your logo, and I will give you a shout out in my introduction before the live stream. Thank you very much, by the way, for supporting me. Yeah, very nice. 581 is still pretty good, Annie. You're closer to 1,000 than what you were when you started. So same
Be
here.
positive.
Yeah, it's because of two shorts I created that it's moving. Well, if it's working for you, go ahead. I keep talking about Frankie Lou when I talk about shorts because for her it seems to be doing amazing. The way that she does it, and it's actually pretty smart. She'll create a video, have it ready for like 8 p.m. tonight maybe, and she'll post it. She'll post a short video at 8 a.m. So it has more chances of going in the loops, getting a few thousand views, and then she redirects people to the actual big video. So I'm guessing that it might work that way for her. Acting up again. Okay, where was I? Okay, my pressure canning video short has more views than usual. That's good. And did you make you did a video about the canning, right? It's just a matter of putting all the links to each other, so that might help you as well. Um, who else? I noticed someone else. Ren's Homestead. The number of subscribers, they're getting closer to 100, but lately their views, they're like over 100, even sometimes 200, which is pretty good because
Yeah.
it's actually higher than my numbers right now.
Yeah.
Yep, finding a niche is good. Exactly. That's what I meant, Patrick. Like if you focus on the fact that you're off grid, people love that. You will get subscribers, viewers so fast that we have Canadians in British Columbia that did the same thing. They started pretty much at the same time as me, called this Off Grid Life. There are over 40,000 subscribers now, if I'm not mistaken. So it's going very, very fast. MB Mapleberry Farm as well. They're from New Brunswick. They have over 100,000 subscribers. And that's because, they build a house off grid. Viewers will also connect more by seeing your face. Yes.
Yeah.
I try to put my face a little bit more in my thumbnails. It doesn't always look good, but I try to make it work. The guy that is theoretically subbing and I'm subbing. Yeah, I think though there are a few different rules to YouTube that we need to keep in mind. Um, if you subscribe to someone or if someone subscribed to you, you have to watch a video completely from A to Z right away. Give a like, give a comment. That way, YouTube knows that you're not just a spam or someone, a bot or whatever. So you watch a video. If you subscribe to someone, watch a video, give a thumbs up, put a comment. Even if the comment is just a little thumbs up, little drawing of a thumbs up, It'll do the job. Stole all this movie. I found it right on. Thank you again, Angie. Good to see you face your fear of pressure canner, Annie. Yeah, I'm proud of you, Annie. And I'm gonna try to do that next. I have to figure out if this works as well. Cells uses it, and Annie's telling me I should be careful the way I use it. So it's the company is JASI. I don't know. Uh, you can't see. There's too much light.
Nope.
Wait.
Oh, better.
And, well, I don't know. I guess it's supposed to be good. Cell has been pressure canning with that forever, I guess, and is still alive. So thank you again, new members. Yay! I'm actually someone now. Uh, be careful, Annie, because it becomes addictive. Is there anything about homesteading that's not addictive? Seriously? You start with 5 chickens, you end up the next morning with like 30. Same things with rabbit. I started
Growing the
gardening. And the more I garden, the more I want to grow. Seeds is addicting. Planting, growing, pressure canning for 3 days straight. Yeah, that must be fun. Like you're probably in the zone right now, and you know everything's going well, and you have a bunch of stuff you wanted to try, and you're just going out there trying everything at once, right? That's pretty cool, though. Welcome to the club, Angie. That's amazing. O-N-E. Acting up again. Addicted to pressure canning now. She caught the bug. Hello, host.
Hello.
The Beagle. Thank you very much for being here. It's the first time I see you here, unless you come under a different name. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it. We are in the works of coming up with ours too. Mike's considering doing a D&D tier. Cool. I did not do a video yet of the full pressure canning video. Okay. So it's coming. Can't wait to see it. 100% hello, saying hello. Build a Hovgrid chicken coop. Yes. Hovgrid farm. That's going to be the plans for in the plans for the summer. Sellers really wants to have a barn. We have the one building there. He's supposed to bring. He has a chicken coop at his place as well. He's going to bring that to the property. Between the two barns, we wanted to have the run for the chickens, but then the way like the land is still too wet, we couldn't go down there with my barn because it's way too heavy, too big. We'll have to wait and see if we can get something set up later on. But he started gardening. His garden has started. It's fun because we have a big pond, a few beaver dams behind, like right on this property. So it's giving us a place where I can bring the kids. I let them fish as long as they want. They won't bother me as long as they're fishing, unless they get stuck in the branches everywhere. But I can show them how to handle that by themselves. And we have water for the garden. We have water for the animals. I don't need to worry about that aspect at all. So it's fun for that. It's going up again, down again. I should work for canning, but make sure there is something between the bottom and the jars. Yes, I think what you heard, the little gling gling, is something that's already in there.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, I have another one here as well. Fixing fences is not addictive. Sure. No, but fixing stuff could be. You're having pigs again, so you like it. You have fun with it. And it's always going to be the same thing, Build, repair, start over. I was emptying the freezer of all the broth. So you had all that frozen? Everything was in the freezer? Did you have that you didn't have that in mason jars, right? How did you freeze that? Make sure you have a canning shelf to put on the bottom of the canner. Jars shouldn't touch the bottom. Okay, yeah.
Or it will ding 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 crack.
Yeah, I think I have a little metal ring that goes in the bottom. Cutting down trees can be addictive. I remember when I was a kid, we'd go back in the forest and cut trees just to make trails and little shelters, just
Well,
because we loved it.
your kids seems to like it with your accident this winter.
Yeah, he built a teepee. Anthony built a teepee back there, and then he goes with his airsoft gun and starts shooting at it. I don't know why. Uh, Following you for the past couple of months, but not a new.
New to the
Uh,
life.
a new. Okay, cool.
Welcome to the
Thanks very
life.
much. Yep. Welcome to the live stream. It's nice that you've been following me. Thank you so much. Hello. Look at this. Saying hi to each other. We have to harvest fireworks for 10 to 12 cords.
Oh yeah.
Wow, that's a lot. My parents go through about 6 to 7 cords every winter, but my mom tends to freeze. I mean, we go there. If we go there in the winter, we know that we have to go there with a t-shirt because if we go there in a hoodie, let's say it's minus 40 outside, you tend to have like we have a hoodie in our house because we have the electric heating. If I tell the kids we're going to my mom, everyone goes in their bedrooms. They change shirt right away. They put a t-shirt because you get in there. It's so warm that most of the time we go there in the winter and we get sick. You get out like you go in. It's so warm. You feel like ugh, you feel like you're dead, and then you get outside and the cold is just like poof. And I don't know. We get sick every time we go there. We love cutting down trees. We're so disappointed the storm took so many out. So that's why you didn't allow me to cut my tree, the one I wanted to cut. You wanted to do it yourself. Fine then. I won't help you next year. It was in the freezer safe containers, 2 batch, and 1 batch was fresh I made the day before. Okay, cool. I wonder if it would work. You put them in silicone uh, container. I think it was Rebecca Rose. They used to do that with soup. It would probably work with chicken broth as well. You freeze them once they're frozen. You can pop them out of the silicone tray, and then you can put in a sealed bag. That would probably work as well.
Or just put them in a ice cream container, ice cream bucket, and
Yeah,
go in
that
the
could
freezer.
could work as well.
Yeah.
I am pressure canning meat this coming week because I need to clean out the freezers to make room for cow coming June 10th. Yeah, I have
Or more
some moose left. It's all vacuum sealed, so I don't like opening the bags since I know it's gonna last for long. But if Selge is still on here and he accepts to come and help me and show me how to do it, then I might just start canning some meat. Ink, ink. Plus the cutting up the trees after. Yeah, that's a thing that we didn't do as much. We cut them about 6 feet tall and make little shelters with them. 12 cords per winter. Wow, that's a lot. I need to can meat in the freezer. Yeah, I guess a lot of people have that struggle, because I have 2 freezers. They're full. 2 fridge. They're full. The top part of the fridge, the freezers on them are full. Um, I ended up with about 80 pounds of fiddleheads, so it takes a lot of space. I have to also check if I can meat. You probably can. It's just a way of doing it that you have to
time.
find. You're done with trees. I don't mind. I love cutting trees. Just give me a machete and I'll wait until I'm full of rage and just go out, boom, boom, boom. Ice cube trays will work. Okay. Oh, so sweet. Is there like a heart with my name on it on the tree that you carved my name? Because if you did, Mike's gonna be jealous and he's gonna kill me. So you, yeah, don't do that, Angie. Come on.
I need to do something with the her house part here. I
Oh yeah, you
brought
brought
back
that.
from the fire pit. I need to do
So if you're freezing tonight, Angie, that's Marilen's fault. She took the woods. I didn't even know you brought that home. Cutting trees is a love hate relationship, but I sure do need it as I heat 100% of my house. Yeah, you're being off grid is probably a common thing. They look like big ice cream trays. Okay, well at least I know uh, that I have a solution. 4 feet high, 8 feet long. Okay. Hmm. I mean, if I have meat that needs to be canned to be fresh.
Mhm.
Hmm. Okay. 5 to 18 quarts.
Yeah, our name are not there anymore.
They're there if I remove the comment. So this is Marilyn from Little Homestead by the Beach.
Hello.
Check out her channel as well. Mike already put the heart in with your name, Remy, and an I. And I. Ooh. And does it have like a drawing of a snake with the eye? It was so done just on purpose the way it happened that night. Um, so what else is going on now? Where the barn was, it's 16 by 12. I have this big patch of no grass growing.
Mhm.
I intend to grow some more food there.
Mhm.
The weed is already dead, so I'm just gonna go till it a little bit. Selge has a tiller. He was supposed to fix something on it, and hopefully this weekend I can use it. Once everything has been tilled,
Thank you, Krabby.
I have the compost right there ready to go in the garden. Um, I checked at my dad's place. I cannot do a garden this year. You'll have to come and clear all the grass and the weeds because it's too compacted, it's too heavy, and it's not going to do a good job. So I will have at least at 12 by 16.
Oh, Darren.
Yes, that was crazy. I backed up. I was all proud because I have a trailer in the back and I'm not used to driving with a trailer. So I back up right in place. I didn't want to dump everything there because I knew the guy was coming with the trailer to bring the barn to the other place. So I knew it was coming the next day. So I couldn't put all the compost there. So I had the trailer, I had the wheelbarrow, putting the compost in the wheelbarrow, going up the hill, dropping everything there. The tire was flat, so it was a little bit harder. So I'm like, okay, I have to find another way. The father-in-law comes over and he's like, well, just go down there and go behind the barn and come back up the other way. I'm like, you don't think I'm gonna, it kind of goes that way a little bit with the trailer and the van. Like I'm afraid it'll tip over. And he's like, nah, that's not gonna happen. You're fine. You should be good. Okay. I'm not hard to convince when it comes to stuff like that. I'm easily influenced. Yes, I had to cut out the swearing because it went down pretty well. But then as I got on the other side of the barn, it just went like. So I'm like, okay, I can't back up because if I back up, I'm going back down. I can't back up on the little. Um, it was like straight for a little bit, but I couldn't back up too much because there was all the rabbit stuff that I had put down the hill because the guy was coming over to pick up the barn, and it took like 4 guys to bring it down there. So there was no way I could do that by myself. I couldn't go up. It wouldn't let me go up. I knew I couldn't come back on the same trailer because I had to go back up again. So I'm like, okay, what do I do now? So I tried going back as far as I could without going up. I pushed the little button that stops the slipping, whatever it's called, on the van. Put it in low gear. Try to go slow at start and try to go fast at the end so that I could go up the hill. And when I turned the wheels, the van just kept going straight. I'm like, okay, it's not going to work. So, make great content, yeah. Um, it's funny because now, yeah, the grass is all destroyed by the van. I had to go with the wheelbarrow, fix the wheelbarrow, and now I have to go even further with the compost because I put it there so I could get out of the way. But now I still have to bring it to the garden, which is a little bit faster than the other part I had already done. Uh, it possibly could have a snake. It's not quite done. Okay, but you have to show me a picture once it's done. I have canned meat before for my 2 kids in the Navy. Nice. And then comes Saving Greens Homestead. Uh, I'm trying to remember your name. Lakeisha? I didn't plant everything you sent me yet. I have some stuff. I have so much stuff going on right now that I checked the seeds. I know that some of them are going to go in the garden. I didn't have time for all of them, though. I'm not going to be able to plant all of them this year, but I will definitely let you know how they do here. I made great content. Yeah. Imagine if I could go all out and put all the swearing in there. You guys would be laughing. For the people living in Quebec, if you see Martin Matt doing his work, that's pretty much me when I try to do something. Like it's. Mm.
Well, in French, maybe YouTube won't catch it.
Yeah, I'm still not taking any chances. And there was Robert from Homestead Aquarius sent me a message. Posted a comment somewhere saying, "Hey, I was hoping to learn the French swearing." I'm like, "Well, I'll teach you on Messenger, but not on YouTube." I sent them barbecue pulled porks. Nice, that must be delicious. Korean
Mm.
style ground beef and ground tobacco, taco meat. Wow, I would love to try that. And you actually can those things? Nice. Turn out and they lived. Right on. um, I could hear the swearing in my head. Yeah, the ones that end with the sound. Yeah, they start with the and they end with the same thing. For
Looks
some
like a
reason,
table, right?
it helps to ease the anger a little bit. For some reason, sitting here laughing. Yeah,
Good.
I'll have to do one someday just to send you guys like just on Messenger the parts where I swear a lot. Imagine I tried to install the bedroom door and I had to go back to the store, ask them for another door, and he looked at me. He's like, "What did you do with the other door?" I'm like, "Well, it doesn't fit." He's like, "Well, it's supposed to fit." No, you don't get it. It won't fit when I'm done with it. It won't fit. Um, Hello, Louis.
Hey, Louis.
Welcome. Thank you for being here. Yes, those kind of words. My mom always told me to watch my French. Then I get in more trouble for telling her I don't speak French. Yeah, the
Yeah, I
French
don't
swearing
understand
are fun to say.
that for the I forget my French. What about French? Why?
Great talent. Well, if I make you laugh, that's good. Like Tracy keeps saying, if people watch my videos and they laugh at me, hey, you're watching, right? So if I can make people laugh, even better. I'm married to a man who swears every time we do something. I don't know what you mean at all. I'm sure my girlfriend is still upstairs watching, and in her head she's just like, I can't believe he's actually admitting all that stuff. Please do that again. Like the swearing in English that ends with the, like,
Like seal?
you know how it feels when you say it. It's like letting go of some of the anger. But imagine all the French words, all the French swearing words, either start with that or ends with it. So when you go and you start telling them one after another, it's like it feels so good.
And doing a phrase with it. Yeah.
You never swear except on a lie. Well, it wasn't really swearing. It was just oh or something like that, or maybe the F word. But it was just once. It didn't really come out clear. But I was able to go right after, um, remove that little part, and it was okay. It didn't get flagged. Well, great. Yes, I wanted to say duck.
Yeah, that's it.
So, so yeah, I guess it gave good content. Um, there's gonna be more of those because I show what I do, and glad you did. Yeah, I didn't want to get flagged. I guess once you start getting flagged, people can have lots of trouble. I know. Is it Darren that said at some point that he had issues with something that was said. I know Scott from Rambling with the Brooms has had a lot of trouble as well. Um, yeah, that's what we should say. Holy chicken. Serious question. I got in trouble on my last video after I swore I said sorry about my French, but I don't know. Is it
Well,
good?
I like I said, I don't understand that phrase, NG.
Pardon my French. I don't think so. Not for me anyway. Well, there are some people out there that get offended about all kind of stuff. So you might offend someone, but it doesn't offend me. I'm not easily offended. But then again, like I don't think that it would offend anyone. Yeah, it's a saying.
Yeah.
If our little community is anything, it is real. Yes, and that's what I'm trying to do. The good and the bad. And yeah, if tomorrow morning I'm going over at Sal, he's probably gonna finish the day saying, "What did I get myself into working with that guy?" Uh, I always try my best. I always like, you want me to work? Fine, I'll work. But I'm really not good at it. When I do physical work, I'm not good. So you have to show me. You don't have to show me too many times. I mean, after 40, 50 times, I'll know what to do.
Yeah.
No, but seriously, like if you want me to go grab the stuff, I'll go. If you want me to put a nail somewhere, put a screw somewhere, I will know what to do. It doesn't mean that it's going to be straight though. Like if you want to put a door, don't ask me. If you want me to hold it at a certain spot, I'll do that, but don't ask me to put it up. My wife used to say that you could read a menu in French and it would sound romantic. I guess French language is known to be romantic. I don't know.
Latin.
Yeah,
Angustifolia. That's how you said the narrow leaves, Tracy. Just from his live yesterday, and we're talking Latin. Angustifolia is a Latin name for narrow leaf.
Okay.
It's
I
echinacea.
commented back with respect, but I wasn't sure either, so I wanted to clarify. No worries. I mean, if it's the same most of the time, so people don't buy into that stuff. I don't think so. I hope not. Um, what else have we got going right now? It's
Well, your chicks are coming.
yes, they're in the incubator right now. I have meat chickens coming. Um, it's it's tough because sales keeps telling me, "Don't worry about me, worry about yourself." But I am worried about myself because I don't have a place to put all my chickens yet. Um, I will have the, the barn right now. I will have to split it in two, and once it's split in two, I will put the Bart Rocks on one side and the Chanticleer on the other side. I have the other bigger spot that's not completely closed, but I had my turkeys there last year, so I'm intending on putting my turkeys there as well this year. I have 8 turkeys, if I'm not mistaken, this year. I have some quails coming. The quails I can put them in the smelt shanty that he has there already. It's just a matter of closing two different holes, two small holes, and from there, it's gonna be fine for the quails. And then there's the meat chickens that I have to find a place to put. I don't have a place to put them in yet. I have my little shanty here that I intend on bringing there. Um, I don't know. It's not big enough to put 25 meat chickens, so I will have to see what I can do with that. It might be a place for them just to go and roost at night. Maybe I can give them a little spot outside, and they can go in just for the night. We'll see. Sales probably has a few ideas as well. I'm gonna work together on a bunch of projects, so we'll get it. Others will be offended. Yeah. My son just came into my room and asked what I was
You
watching.
must be tired, Len.
So next time, I'm just gonna sit here and do go like that for like 30. Well, I can't do it for 30 minutes. I mean, stuff on the throat.
Yeah.
Good to know. Thanks. So, well, if I can make people laugh, it's a good thing. I'm not necessarily known to be the funny one, um, unless maybe when I'm tired. I mean, I kind of realized when I was at the conference that we had a lot of fun, and everything everything was funny. Even on Darren's live, um,
Yeah.
I watched a replay after I got home, and I laughed. But it was funny. We had fun. I freaked my cat out at that time. All right. Well, the cat is. If the cat can leave you alone for a few minutes, I'll do it again. Um, Even at the cabin, we had so much fun. We laughed so much. It was like I mean, my belly was hurting after we were done.
Mhm.
I think I went to bed and my belly was still like moving by itself, just like the aftershock of all the laughing we had. Like the first penguin, Batman. Yeah. It's just that I can't say the words, but French people know what I mean. What else is coming? So I'm probably gonna buy a few more uh, fruit trees. I want to have a fruit forest as well. I saw yours, Marilyn. It's amazing. Um, what else do you have in your fruit forest? You have apple trees, pear
Now I have
trees.
apple trees. It's not in the food forest, but around. In the food forest, I have pear tree, ascap, uh, blackberries, uh, some wild blueberries, kiwi, and small perennials. Around it, I have cultivated blueberries,
Buy any?
Biony. Gooseberries, blackcurrant, red currant, white currant, asparagus,
Annie's looking
raspberry.
for all different colors of currant. If you have some, I know she's looking for some of them. I don't remember which one she was looking for, but she was trying to have all the different colors.
Who?
Annie.
Annie? Champagne, maybe?
Kiwi, amazing. Yeah, I purchased some kiwis as well.
We'll
Grapes.
talk, Annie. We'll talk.
Right on. Saying bye, good night, bye, bye, bye. Okay, so yeah, he's looking for all kind of colors, I guess. Um, so there was a lot of stuff that you talked to me about today that you were doing this time of year. It's a busy time for everyone. I have the red and I'm looking for the white and black. So she's looking for white and black.
Yeah,
And you just said you had those, right?
yeah.
Cool. I've been looking for gooseberries. Every time I go to the store, I have Marilyn and Annie telling me, don't go. You're just gonna spend money again." Uh, but I was actually pretty good this time. I didn't buy anything at all.
Bye,
I
Lynn.
oh, take care, Lynn. Have a good night. Thanks for the laughs. You're welcome, and thank you very much for supporting me. Uh, yeah, so I went to Canadian Tire. I was looking for another gooseberry bush because I want to have two. I only have one. I wanted to have another one. I was also looking for what else was I looking for? I was looking for other female kiwis.
Kiwi.
Couldn't find any, and then I was hoping to find some pear trees that would not cost me, my life. But they're pretty expensive, the ones we have, and they're already out of dormancy. They're already tall, not wide enough, like not the kind of trees that I really want to purchase. I was clearing weeds from my pear tree fence and found I had planted garlic in there that is now growing nice.
Great.
That's cool. I managed to finish my the garden bed that I got for Christmas, the green one that I
Hmm.
had so much fun building. Um,
And not swearing?
I didn't swear at all.
No.
Not on camera, anyway. Uh, I was able to find the compost bin I had in front of the barn was left there for so long, and I had no idea the compost was all ready to be put in the garden. So I put all that in the bottom. I
Hmm.
put just a little thin layer of the other compost I had just to put a little bit more weight on it.
Hmm.
I mixed it all up. I planted. I transplanted some chives that I had. I purchased chives a few years back. I've said it before, but if there's someone new here, I purchased some chives, thinking that it was nice flowers because they were sold as perennial of the week. It was on
Hmm.
sale. I think it was only like 50 cents for a
Oh,
plant, like a plant of
makes sense.
perennial. So I figured, like, why not? I'm gonna buy one of those, and every week I went there. I had columbine, I had lupines, and all kind of flowers like that all over my property because of that. Um, and I didn't know that it was chives. I just figured, I thought it was just a little purple flower. I thought that's all it was. And then I saw, I think it was Darren's video showing the chives that he had, and I'm like, that looks like what I have in my garden. And then not too long after that, Annie from Back to Basics Homestead did a video as well about the flower itself. I'm like, okay, this is definitely what I have in my yard in front. That's the dogs area, so I wanted to take it out of there. I did it in the spring because I wanted to make sure the dog didn't go there as well as much this time of year.
Hmm.
So I planted it back. It's transplanted in my garden bed. I think I will also plant a rhubarb, but I don't know. I would like to have four different perennials, herbs. I have the chives. I will probably put the parsley in there. Um, Comfrey maybe, since it's a perennial as well. And I have one more that I don't know what to put there. So I was thinking maybe just putting a rhubarb. I guess I'll have to wait and see. I have a bunch of strawberries coming up as well. They're all outside now.
Is it that big? Because my rhubarb is so huge. I mean,
It gets
it
big.
could take half your bed alone.
Yeah, but for some reason, the one I have here, the I have one here that survived for the past maybe 7 8 years, but it doesn't get that big. Like, I mean, maybe like twice a soccer ball. That's about how big it gets. So I don't know if it's the soil, the lack of compost, the fact that there's weeds growing around it. I figure that the leaves are so big that it's going to kill whatever's around. I don't know. I was thinking that it might do the same thing as squash and pumpkins and other plants like that. Funny you guys mentioned that it's been a busy week. Seems like all came out at the same time, and I needed to be done. I took a week on and off real work to work around. Wasn't expecting that.
Mm,
Yes, and I was telling my boss this week. Uh, I would need a week of vacation, not because I need vacation from work, but just because I needed to be home. Um, I am very fortunate that they understand. They're very understanding. Last week was a crazy week where there was a lot of people missing. I ended up doing like an hour of overtime per day almost. I I think I still have like one vacation day left, and I have to use it before the 30th of June. So I'm probably gonna be using like a few hours here and there. I have to keep some time off because my oldest daughter is graduating this year. That's gonna be another fun fun week
mhm.
at the end of this month, at the end of June, I should say. But I was lucky enough that my boss allowed me to take some of the time off because the way it works at the hospital, if we do overtime, we can accumulate up to a certain point, what we call time owed. So if I work 1 hour extra, it gives me an hour and a half of time that I can take off at some point. Now, depending on your job, you can't always have that time off unless you take like a full day when you need it or something like that. But because I'm the only one doing what I do, once my work is done, I can go see them and say, "Look, my work is done for the day. Can I have the rest of the afternoon off?" Most of the time, unless it's really crazy busy, they'll say yes. So I
Okay.
was able to leave a little bit early, like especially when the guy was here to move the barn. I'm like, okay, that's kind of an emergency because Salza told me he was going to be here, but I was trying to reach him and I could not reach him, so I couldn't tell him to come. So I'm like, okay, well, I kind of really have to go. It's kind of not like an emergency of someone's about to die or someone's sick, but I'm paying someone a lot of money to be home right now to do the job, and I don't want to. I wouldn't want to have to pay him for waiting for me for another hour. Transplanted my rhubarb, so not much happening this year on that end. Okay, well, I have a few ones that I purchased from Canadian Tiger, and they're still doing good. So I don't know where I'm gonna put it, but I guess I shouldn't give it a lot of compost. Sorry.
Mine love rabbit poop.
Yeah, that might be what I have to give them then. I had to move my rhubarb a couple of years ago, and it took off. Apparently, it didn't have enough light where it had been. I know it has a lot of light where it is because it's right in the middle of no, not in the middle of the property, but the sun passes right there, so it should have plenty of sun. Okay, so it's a nice big plant now. Nice. Um, Do you have anything you want to add before we go?
It's pouring rain right now. What no?
Yes, we're supposed to have rain here as well, but we can do some work inside the barn, and that's a plan for
Mm.
tomorrow morning. Sales told me it was going to be there around 7:30, and I told him I was probably going to be there before him. I don't know how that's going to go, but I usually get up pretty early. Um, One thing we were talking about the other night or the other day, and I'm just going to say it because I know there's probably going to be more people wanting to join. I don't know how many people we can fit in Facebook
Mm.
Messenger live stream, or not live stream, but FaceTime thing. Maybe we might have to go on Teams or on Skype or something like that, or Zoom. But we wanted to do, maybe not necessarily once in a while, but try to see how it goes. Um, we would say, like, okay, every 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning, whoever wants to join, we just go out there, have a chat. Everyone in the community, nothing live, nothing serious, nothing online, just a bunch of friends having a coffee because we all live far away. We all kind of miss each other. We all had so much fun when we met at the conference. Um, and it would give us a way to have a chat without having to worry about what's being said, about being worried about being recorded. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So this is something that once the summer really sets in, we're gonna start doing, and I'm hoping that people are gonna be interested. And it would be nice if we could have like 10 people every morning. Okay, we join 8 a.m. My time, 7 a.m. your time, or maybe 9 a.m. my time, 8 a.m. your time, just to go out on the balcony, have a coffee, relax in the sun, have a little chat. I think it would be nice. Yeah, how was your week, sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that would be exactly it. Like, hey guys, what's up? Just kind of, you call your mom to have a chat on Friday night, or you call your friend you haven't seen in a while. But it would be a little bit more face to face, just drinking coffee. It'd be nice if we could have like a chat room set up already somewhere. I'm going to look it up. There's got to be something, or maybe we can just set like a preset meeting every Saturday, and people can just join. We can do an invite by email or whatever. If you're
Mm-hmm.
free, you go. If you're not, you don't go. Something like that. It'd be very nice. It'd be fun. Okay, that was not for me. Sounds fun. Yeah, and it's something that you know anyone in the community can join. You follow us on uh, on YouTube. If you want to come have a chat, fine. Yes, I don't know if you mean using Google or Googling it. Okay, you mean the Google, there's a Google application? I know Nick Nimmons does lives for members only in this closed Facebook group. Yeah, maybe that would be a way to create an event, recurring event on every Saturday morning or something like that. And just for the summer, whoever is free, you go in if you want to. Nobody's forced to go. We might start that. It might be just Lynn and I, and then the next week there might be 10 more people. Maybe the week after I'm not there and you guys are chatting.
Mm-hmm.
It would be a way for us to stay together and have a little bit more friendly conversation. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I think it'd be nice to have something like that because we do have the live streams. We do have a little bit of talks before and after, but I don't think it's enough. In your Google email, bottom left, I think it's called Room. Okay, join a meeting. I have meeting. Let's see. Um, I have something here. It says new meeting, Hangouts. I have groups, but I have meetings. I don't know how many people you can have in a meeting though. that will Facebook does that too. Yeah, I'm just wondering if it's something that you can set recurring for a certain amount of time, because I know uh, usually on Teams that's something you can do, but I don't know how many people you can have on Teams at the same time, and I don't know if it's free to use for everyone.
I know Zoom is free for 40 minutes.
Okay, it's not enough. Maybe Google would no, but I mean, it could be enough. But we all know that after 40 minutes, people will probably want to talk some more. Uh, I don't know. We'll figure something out. Every day we Google, we are six. Okay, it's just it'd be nice if we could have two or three, maybe moderators or something like that. Maybe on the Canadian Facebook group, we could have something set up
I
there.
don't
Or
know. I used GatherTown for a conference. I think there's a limit of people who can join before paying, but
Mhm.
you can create a room.
We can check it out for sure.
Yeah.
There's got to be a way. We'll find a way. We'll find a solution. If we can be more than six, we'll take our turns, and or we can bring a few device. I'll have my phone, my laptop, and my computer, and rain here in Grand Falls. Yes, it's supposed to rain here also tomorrow, but Selge will help me anyway. We will be inside the barn to do most of the work, so we should be all right. All right, so we've been on for a little bit more than an hour and a half, so I'm gonna call it a night.
Yep.
I will go watch the rest of the hockey game if there's a hockey game on, and try to get some rest.
Yes.
And I will keep you guys posted about that little coffee morning chat thing. I will find a solution. I know that there is a way that I can go and set it up, but I would have to be there every morning. But I'd like to have something that if I'm not there, that someone else can run it for me. Like you could just go and meet up there. If I can't make it, well, you guys could still meet up. It'd be nice if I could find a way to do it that way. All right, so thank you everyone for being here. I had one more member tonight, which is pretty cool. Um, I will reach 2,000 subscribers pretty soon. The way it's going now, I will have to do another giveaway. So stay
Mm.
tuned for that. I'm thinking about doing a giveaway for T-shirts next time. It won't be this one; it will be my logo, but it'd be a nice little gift that I could do, and then maybe a few more beer koozies. They're pretty cheap to make, so
My giveaway will be at 500. So people, you know what you have to do. I'm at 120 now.
share, like, subscribe. Yes, and you're getting a different crowd now as well with Relaxing Wednesday. And when you
Yep.
have a playlist, you have a playlist, but I mean, when your playlist gets bigger,
Hmm.
it's gonna be put it on. You don't even have to watch, just to listen to the music sometimes. And the images go well with the music as well. But I mean, someone that doesn't have time to sit there in front of a TV or the computer, you can just put the music on and listen.
I know, Tracy. Thank you for that.
Love those.
Yes.
Yeah, they're so relaxing.
I love doing them.
They're easy to make, but at the same time, it takes the imagination and the creativity to find the perfect image to do. I tried to do that the other day, but it didn't work. I'll have to go like next to a brook or a nice river and do something like that. Maybe when I go to the beach as well, I'll do something. All right, so take care of everyone. Thank you very much, Marilyn, for being here.
Thank you
We
for
will see
having
you
me.
guys another time. Oh, it's my pleasure. I hate being alone here, and I love having my friends. It's even better. So, all right, take care, guys and girls.
Bye.